the Sleepy Time Studios across the World Wide Web. It's time to play. It's time to place your bets as we play Dealer's Choice. And now, please welcome our dealer, your host, Jose Cazares.
That guy.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. What is going on? Welcome back to another episode of Dealer's Choice right here on Sleepy Time Studios. Last time we crowned ourselves a brand new champion who picked up his very first win overall for the season and got himself onto the leaderboard. Currently, he has $4,000 with one win under his belt. Let's go ahead and welcome him back in. Going for a second straight win, we welcome back Mr. John Bergman.
Thank you very much, Jose. Glad to be back here.
Glad to have you back, John. You had the luck on your side last episode. You won in dominating fashion to take down the previous champion. Do you think that good luck will carry on over to this game?
I hope so. I really do. I had a lot of fun, but there was I was against some great contestants, and but there was some good games. So, and as always with this show, it's all about luck. So we'll see what happens, Mr. Jose.
All right, well, good luck to you. You ready to meet your two challengers as you go for win number 2?
Absolutely.
There are two great ones at that, so let's go ahead and welcome them in. First up, we got our man in the middle here. We got Mr. James Doe. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, James. Is this your first time, or have you been here before?
Second time.
Second time. Okay, you were once with us. What have you been up to since then?
Same old shit, different day.
Good answer. All right, and remind the folks a bit about yourself.
Assistant manager, New Orleans, Louisiana, sell sports fan stuff, so Cowboys, Saints, and all that stuff. And when I'm not doing that, I'm a referee.
All right. Well, got a good champion going up against here, and John, I think the luck will be on your side tonight.
I don't know, the last time it wasn't, but I'll try my best this time.
Alright, good luck to you as well. And oh boy, last but definitely not least, and honestly, I'm kind of glad that the randomizer didn't put this guy next to our champion. Back with us to try to pick up the championship crown. We know him as Nels Snesrud, ladies and gentlemen.
Hi.
Oh my God!
Grandma, get back in the truck now. Sorry.
What the heck? Yeah, evidently you've got a mooing section here.
Yeah.
But, Nels, you've definitely been here a handful of times.
I think I won one.
You have had a championship before. What have you been up to since the last time we saw you?
Nothing much. I want my title back though.
I imagine you do, especially against this guy who picked it up for the first time. Oh wait, sorry. This guy has a name. It's John.
Yeah, John.
Sorry. But also, remind the folks a bit about yourself, if you please.
I'm from Eden Prairie, Minnesota. I'm a cashier, and I'm a bowler. I could beat Scott if I wanted to.
Are you proposing a challenge to him right now?
Maybe, if he's listening.
Well, he's in the audience. Scott, if you're listening, he's challenging you to a bowling game anytime soon. Well, he's not answering, but he'll have a response here to you very shortly. But either way, Nels, glad to have you back. Good luck to you as well. Good luck to all three of our players. So we know how this game works at this point. We're damn near halfway through the season. If you don't know how this game works, then just watch one of the previous episodes. But as always, 4 casino-style minigames. Whoever has the most chips at the end of the 4th one becomes the champion and goes on to play the bonus dice where they get to go for our jackpot, which for tonight's episode sits at $30,000 since it was not won last time. Alright, so Of course, the 4 minigames that were chosen for tonight were all shuffled, as well as the order that they will be played in. And to start things off tonight, gentlemen, we are going to be playing some high-low. So we're going to be bringing out our card table for this one. So here's how this one works for those that don't remember. Alright, so the way this is going to work is we're going to be going to our card table. Each of our players will place their bets of how many chips they want to bet on this game, and then the way high-low works is I'm going to be drawing 1 card at a time from a standard deck of playing cards, a maximum of 4. As long as the card's not a 7, 8, or 9, it'll count as a win, and the double bet, and the player's bet will double. After that, each card they'll have the choice to either cash out or let it ride for the next hand. If at any point a 7, 8, or 9 does show up, though, it will be game over, and any chips that are on the table will be taken by the house. Max bet for this first game is 10 chips. John, as the champ, we'll start with you. How many would you like to bet?
Okay, let's go for it. 10, please.
Going max bet for the first one, all right? Wagers locked in. James.
I'm not ever confident in this one, so I'm just gonna do 5.
Only going to go 5, all right? And Nels, what about you?
5.
5 as well. All right, our bets are locked in. Let's go ahead and bring out our card table. All right. There we are. Got our good old reliable bicycle deck of playing cards all shuffled up before we started. All right, so good luck to you, gentlemen. So here comes our first card. Draw it off the top of the deck like so. Oh boy, a 10! Okay. That was scary. Alright, we double the bets for each one of you, and now it's decision time. You can either cash out your winnings and add it to your total, or you can let it ride for the next card. John, you have 20 chips. Do you want to cash that out, or do you want to let it ride for the next one?
I'm gonna let it ride.
Letting it ride. James, you have 10.
Let it ride.
Continuing on, Nels, you also have 10.
Let it ride.
Everybody playing on. Let's go ahead and draw the next card at the top of the deck. This time we have a deuce. All right, we double the bets once again. All right. Decision time once again. John, you have 40 now. Cash out or let it ride.
You know something? I have a sneaking suspicion involving the next card, but I'm gonna stop and keep it.
You're going to cash out?
Yes.
All right, so we'll deposit those 40 chips into your total, so that'll put you up to 130 chips. James, you have 20. Do you want to cash out or let it ride?
Let it ride.
James is going to go for it. Nels, you also have 20.
Go for it.
All right, John is scared about this next card. James and Nels, not so much. Was John's intuition right? The next card at the top of the deck is... That's an 8.
Oh,
There
wow.
it is.
John's suspicion was right. So, John, you cashed out at the right time. Unfortunately for James and Nels, though, the house wins. But they only lose 5 chips, so it really wasn't too big of a loss.
No.
And just for
Well,
shiggles,
what's
the fourth card was a jack. Damn. All right, so with all that being said, though, that's going to bring us to the end of high-low. All right, let's get rid of the card table here. So, at the end of our first minigame, we have a tie for second place. James and Nels, the two challengers, are tied at 95 apiece. But John, cashing out at the right time, has a 35 chip lead at 130 chips. But this episode is just getting started. There's still 3 more minigames to go, and anything and everything can still happen. We're going to take our pause for our first commercial break, and we'll be right back with our second minigame of 4 right after this, here on Dealer's Choice. Sit tight, folks. We'll be right back after this. to Dealer's Choice. After a very interesting game of high-low, our champion John has the early lead at 130. James and Nels only taking a slight step backward, only losing 5 chips after that game, but they are tied for second at 95. But that now is going to bring us to our second minigame of 4 for tonight's episode. Got a good one coming up here for you three, because it's time to play the Dealer's Derby!
Ooh.
Alright, so the way the Dealer's Derby works is very simple. Of course, each of you will tell me what bets you want to go with for this one. And the way this is going to work is we're going to be rolling a die to advance each one of these 3 horses. So we're going to go to our dice table. A roll of a 1, 2, or 3 will advance the blue horse by 1 space. A roll of a 4 or 5 will advance the yellow by 1. And a roll of a 6, and only a 6, will advance the red by 1. Each of you will select which horse you want to bet on, and whichever horse crosses the finish line first will get their payouts as respected. Blue horse is an even payout, yellow horse is 3 to 1, and the red horse is the big 5 to 1. With this in mind, the max bet for this second game is 25 chips. So, John, we start with you once again. Of your 130 chips up to 25, how many would you like to bet?
Let's go for 20.
20 chips, all right. So that'll take it down to 110. James.
What's the maximum?
25.
25.
Gonna go max bet. All right.
Mhm.
Let's go ahead and put that there. All right, and Nels.
Follows through 25.
25 as well. All right, there is the bet sizes. Now the next order of business. John, which of the 3 horses do you want to bet on? Blue, yellow, or red?
Secretariat. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry. Let's go for the blue one. 1 to 1.
All right, John playing it safe, going for blue. James. Make sure your
I
mic's
was gonna
up.
say, shut up. Let's do blue also.
James going blue as well. Nels, what about you?
I'm tempted. You know what? Let's go with blue.
Everybody playing it safe, going with the blue horse. All right. So, bets are locked in. And those are the 3 choices the players have made. They've all gone with blue. All right, so let's go ahead and bring out our dice table for this one. All right, so we are going to be using the classic white die for this one. Let's get the Dealer's Derby started. All right, so first roll up, we have a 3. The blue advances. It's out of the starting gates first. All right, next roll up, a 6. The red is on the board. All right, next roll up, another 3. Blue advances again. Continuing on, next roll up, moving around, but that is a 1. Blue advances again. Next roll up is a 5. The yellow finally gets out of the gates. Blue with a pretty big lead so far. Next roll, a 6. The red horse advances. All right, next roll up, a 5. Yellow ties red. Ooh, Joy-Cam went dark a little bit there. All right, next roll up, a 3. Blue is at match point. One more, 1, 2, or 3, and the blue wins. Next roll up is a 2. Blue wins.
Yay.
Everybody wins. All right, so John will get the even payout. That'll put him up to 150 chips. James and Nels will each get their even payouts, putting them both at 120 chips. All right. So with all that being said, that brings us to the end of a very successful round of the Dealer's Derby. And after our second minigame, the differences only get smaller. Now James and Nels are still tied for second at 120, but they're only behind John by 30, since he's at 150, still with the lead. But we're only halfway through this episode. When we come back from this commercial break, we will have our third of 4 minigames here on this episode. Do not go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back after this here on Dealer's Choice. Welcome back to Dealer's Choice. 2 minigames down, and we just had a very successful minigame of the Dealer's Derby. Everybody winning the even payout after betting on the blue horse. So that means that after 2 minigames, James and Nels still have a tie for second place at 120, but their difference has gotten smaller because they're now only behind by 30, as John has the lead with 150. All right, but now with all that being said, we're going to move on to our third of 4 minigames for this episode. And this time, we've got ourselves a little round of combination. All right, so here is how this one works. As always, I will ask for how many chips the players want to bet on. And then here's how it's going to work. We're going to deal 2 card hands of Baccarat, a maximum of 4 2-card hands. We're going to use basic Baccarat math, basically adding the cards and using only the ones digit. As long as the hand does not total 7 in any way, shape, or form, that'll be counted as a win and the player's bet will double. After each hand, the players will of course have the option to either cash out or let it ride for the next hand. If at any point, though, a 7 total combined hand does show up, the house will win, any chips left on the table will be lost, and the game will be over.
Okay.
Max bet for this one is 50 chips. John, how much would you like to bet for this one? You have 150.
Okay, 45.
He's going to go 45 chips. All right. Give me just a second here. All right, James.
I'm going to be safe with 25.
Gonna go 25 chips, all right? And Nels, what about you?
50.
Nels is going gutsy, max bet. All right, let's go ahead.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and bring out our card table for this third game. Here we go. All right, so for this one, of course, we're using our other card deck, the New York style one, as always.
New York style.
I was waiting for that. All right. Let's go ahead. Let me move the droid cam here just a little bit.
Did you check out all the jokers again?
Yes, I did. The jokers are right here.
Are you sure?
I'm
Do you not see them? Do you not see them in front of your eyes? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, there's the jokers, but what about the premium cards, the ones with all the directions and stuff?
Those don't exist.
Hey,
If you're talking
They
about
existed
directions,
in the other deck.
yeah, they're in that other deck and they're gone.
You're looking for a joker. It's the host.
And yeah, they're the jokers from the bicycle deck. They've all been taken out.
They could have 4 jokers in there. You never know.
Well, anyway. With all that being
It's
said,
in Bill Rafferty's card sharks.
okay, settle down, everyone. I just gave y'all proof that the jokers have been removed from this deck. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, first hand up. So we draw the first card off the top of the deck. We have a deuce. And the second hand is a 4, which totals it to a 6. Very close, but that's considered a win. Oh, slightly out of focus.
And blurry too.
Oh,
You're out of focus.
Ah, son of a biscuit. Alright, well, while I get this camera fixed, decision time. I'm going to go ahead and double the bets.
Okay.
And John, you have 90 chips. Do you want to cash out or let it ride?
Let it ride.
James, you have 50.
Let it ride.
Letting it ride. Nels, you have 100.
Let it ride.
Everybody letting it ride. All right. Whoa. I don't know what the hell I just did. Okay. I think we're back on focus. All right. So we draw the next card at the top of the deck for the second hand. We have a 5. And to that, we add a 4 for a 9. That's another win. All right, decision time once again, gentlemen. John, you have 180. There's 2 hands left in this game.
Let it ride.
Letting it ride for the next one. James, you have 100.
Let it ride.
Letting it ride. And Nels, you have a big 200.
I know. One more.
Gonna play on. All right, everybody gonna let it ride for the third hand. All right. First card at the top of the deck here, we have a 10. So we're at 0 so far. And we add to that 4. Another win. Oh boy, this is getting dicey now. Okay. John, you have a big 360. Cash it out or let it ride for the final hand and go all the way.
I'm gonna cash it out.
Cashing it out right there. All right, so we're going to deposit that to your total. That's going to put you at 465. James, you have 200. Cash out or go all the way.
Ride.
He's going all the way. Nels, you have 400.
I'm going to cash out.
Nels going to cash out as well. All right, so we're going to deposit the 400 chips, putting you at 470 and give you the provisional lead for now. But James is the only one that's going to let it ride for the final hand. Let's see how this plays out. All right, so first card at the top of the deck here for the final hand is a queen, so that's 0.
As long as that is 7.
Come on, 7.
And to that we add an 8. James wins max. And oh my goodness, look at this. We deposit that to James's total, and this game has gotten very close all of a sudden.
Holy
We'll look
shit.
at the totals in a second, but for now, we'll say that brings us to the end of combination. And oh my word, this has now all of a sudden become a game. At the end of our third minigame, John now falls to third place at 465, but he's not that far behind from the lead. Nels is in second at 470, and James now takes the lead at 495. This is going to be a very interesting situation going into our fourth and final minigame, which will be on the other side of this commercial break, so don't go anywhere, folks. You don't want to miss the exciting conclusion to this episode. We'll be right back after this to crown a champion here on Dealer's Choice. Welcome back to what has been by far the most exciting episode of Dealer's Choice we have had all season so far. After our third minigame of combination, all of a sudden the scores look like this, where 30 chips separates all 3 of our players. John currently sits in third at 465. Nels is at second with 470, and James has the lead at 495. With how close the scores are, it's going to come down to our fourth and final minigame to determine our winner. And we are going to be wrapping it up with none other than some good old blackjack.
Why?
This is gonna be an interesting one to end it off on. So, we know how this works. It's just traditional casino-style blackjack. I'll be dealing each player from left to right 1 card up, and then 1 card down to myself, and then a 2nd card up to each of you and 1 up to me. If I end up getting blackjack, the game would be over immediately. If not, then each of the 3 players will play their hands, and their only options are hit and stand. There are no double downs, and there are no splits. If they bust, they lose their bet. Once everyone plays their hands, I will reveal my remaining hands, and standard blackjack dealer rules apply, which means I have to hit on any 16 and stand on any 17. Any player that can beat me will get an even payout. But if a player is lucky enough to get blackjack, they will get a 2-to-1 payout. The only way they can get blackjack is the style that you see on the screen. An ace and a face card or a 10. Now, what's different about this minigame is that this is a secret bet. So the players will not be announcing how much they want to bet for this one. They will be DMing it to me. But there's no max bet. They can go all in. They can only bet a few. It's entirely up to them. So, players, go ahead and DM me how much you want to bet for this final game.
I don't wanna.
You have to now.
Gotta do it, though. It is a secret bet.
Don't worry, we'll buy you some diapers, Nels.
Alright, 1 player's in. Alright, two players are in. Just waiting on 1 more. Alright. All 3 players are in. Alright. Let's go ahead and bring out our card table for one final time. And we are reusing the bicycle deck, and we have shuffled it once again during the commercial break. So, with this in mind, let's go ahead and deal out the blackjack hands. Alright, so this is going to be... So each of you are going to get 1 card up. So John, your first card is a 6. James, your first card is an 8.
Give me a 10. Give me a 10 or an 8. 10 or 8.
Nels, your first card is a queen.
Yeah!
Okay. Now I will be dealing 1 card down to myself. So this one is face down. Your second card, John, is a 7.
Oh, boy.
James, your second card is another 8. Just remember, though, you cannot split these. Nels,
give me an ace. Give me an ace. Give me an ace.
a 7. Alright, I will deal mine face up. And I have a 2. So, good thing about this is that I do not have blackjack because that's impossible. So, we're going to go from left to right here. So, John, you have... Let me go ahead and move the other 2 hands aside.
Mm-hmm.
As I ask you, John, that you have a 13 going up against a 2. Do you want to hit or stand?
He has an 11, Jose.
Are you sure?
It's 7 and 6.
It's 7 and 6, Nels.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
Good math, Nels.
Here's the proof.
Hold on. I didn't send that to Marty. Hold on, I'll be back.
Well, yeah, here's the proof that this is what John's hand is.
I died with a 4. Never mind. Oh, I'm an idiot.
All right, well, John, you have a 13 going up against a 2. Do you want to hit or stand?
13 is such a crazy number, but I'm probably going to be shooting my own foot for doing this. I'm going to hit.
You're going to hit. All right.
Yeah.
Good luck to you, John. Let's draw the next card at the top of the deck. Next card is a king.
Oh, well.
I'm sorry, John. We flipped those cards over to indicate that you've busted. All right. James, we come to you next. You have 16 against a 2. Would you like to hit or stand?
No bingo. Just stay.
You're going to stand. All right. All right, so we'll put this one to the side. We'll put James's hand on top because it's still in play. Nels, you have a 17 against a 2. Hit or stand?
I'm standing.
Standing. All right, so.
Yeah. Oh.
So both James and Nels are standing at 16 and 17 respectively. All right, so let's start by revealing my other face down card here.
Bust.
To that 2, we are going to be adding a 5. So that'll put me at a 7. All right, I must draw again. Next card up, another 5. So that'll put me at 12. I have to draw again. Next card is an ace. That's going to put me at 13. I got to draw again. Next card up. Another ace.
Whoa.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
That's going to put me at 14. I have to draw again. Next card up. A 9. That's a bust for me. Jesus Christ. How many cards was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards it took for me to bust. That's crazy. All right, so John unfortunately loses. James and Nels both win their respective blackjack hands. All right, so let's go ahead and get rid of the card table here. As now, it is time to determine our winner. All right, so John, we're going to be starting with you since you are in third. We, of course, go from third place to first place. So, John, coming into this minigame, you had third place at 465. And of those 465 chips, you chose to bet 460.
Ah.
A huge loss there, leaving you with only 5 chips. Alright, next up, we go to Nels. Coming into this, he was in second place with 470 chips. Of those 470 chips, he chose to bet every single one of them. He went all in, gets the even payout, putting him at 940 with the proverbial lead for now. It's all going to depend on what James bet. Coming into this, he had the lead at 495. The bet size that James put in was 425 chips. We give James the even payout, and it will not be enough by 20 chips.
My goodness.
Nels is the new champion on Dealer's Choice.
Good game. Oh, James.
Wow. What an ending.
I'm shitting myself right now.
By 20
Well, use the
chips. By 20 chips, Nels, you hung on and survived.
Wow.
Going all in proved to give you the game.
I
You're
I
stunned.
had no.
You're stunned right now, and I quite frankly can't blame you.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, even I'm stunned myself after seeing this result. But Nels, you're gonna be going on to the bonus dice once again in just a moment.
Yeah. Thank you.
Congratulations, Nels.
Oh.
John, we're gonna start with you. You cannot be upset at this whole game that transpired. It's just, unfortunately, the bad luck had to come your way at the very end. Took a big risk that sadly did not pay off. But hey, the good thing about this is you're not leaving out of your empty-handed by no means. You got $4,000 that you picked up in the main game. Or no, in your last appearance. And I think the way I do it here is if a player gets under either
100.
under 100 chips, I multiply their total by 10?
10.
So John,
Yes,
you
you
do
said
get
by 10, so you would have 50.
Yeah, you'll get $50 as well. So when we add that to your total, John, you do leave us with $4,050 in cash, but you're on the leaderboard at least.
Listen, I had a fantastic time, and I mean that. But once again, congratulations to you, Nels.
Thank you, Bergie.
Hey, $4,050, John, and who knows? There's still time in the season. You could very well come back and reclaim that title. So don't hesitate to come on back and try again. All right, so that's John Bergman, everybody, and James. Right there. Frank Costanza challenge right there. Just 20 chips too short.
20 shit? I don't want 20 shit.
I almost said no. Hear me out. I almost said 20 ships.
Too short.
No.
I
almost no. You guys don't understand. I was gonna say 20 ships, not shits.
It happens, my friend.
Wait, what?
As in 20 ships under the sea.
I want 20 boats.
No, I almost said 20 ships, but it's 20 chips too short.
I mean, again, I want 20 boats.
Oh God.
James, though, all joking aside, though, man, that was close. I did the math. I really thought you had it, but when I saw that you were just short, I'm like, oh wow, it really was that close.
The only thing I would say I would have to change is if I have a lead like that, I need to make sure I calculate the stuff, because I never really calculate. I'm just like, you know what? Let me guess how much I will try to do. That's my fault. So, well.
Well, either way, though, James, you are not leaving here empty-handed by no means. 920 chips. We're going to turn those chips into dollars. So you walk out of here with $920 in cash. Definitely not chump change by any means.
And I was gonna say, this is my losing streak in net. I was about to say net poker. Good job. my losing streak in dealer's choice continues because I can never win this game.
Well, hey, there's still plenty of chances for you as well this season. We're only just about to approach the halfway mark, so don't hesitate to come on back here and try it again.
I'll try to be back. I just need to have Peach teach me how to calculate.
Oh, I'm sure he'll be willing to help you out.
Yeah, because it was against me.
All right, well, that is John Bergman and James Doe, everybody. And Nels, what else can I say that hasn't been said already? The ending of that game, though, my God.
Yeah. Oh my.
You made the right call going all in.
I had in my mind. I had to. I really had to, but
you did what you could to survive, and you managed to pull it off. You got 940 chips because you won the match. We are going to give you that 940 chips in dollars, as well as multiply that number by 5. So already, Nels, you picked up $4,700 in the main game alone. However, when we add that to your previous winnings of $2,283 that you picked up in your last championship run, that brings you now to $6,983 for the season.
Thank you. Let's add 30,000 to that.
Alright, okay, so that means you're definitely ready to tackle this bonus dice round, but we're going to give you a few moments to compose yourself and prepare for it, because we're going to take one more commercial break, but when we come back, our new champion Nels is going to go back to the bonus dice and see if he can pick up an additional 30 grand. We'll be right back after this, here on Dealer's Choice. back to Dealer's Choice. We are here with our brand new champion, Nels Snesrud, who reclaimed the championship crown, albeit in very close fashion by the skin of his teeth, making the right decision to go all in on that last game of blackjack to seal the deal and pick up the win. So Nels, you got almost $7,000 in cash so far, but I know you're ready to try to go for that $30,000.
Yeah.
All right, so you've played this once before, so you know how this works.
I do.
You know that the object of the game is to try to roll the dice as many times as it takes for you to build a bank total that exceeds $1,000 or more before rolling that dreaded spade. Now, of course, we all know that the 6 on the blue die is the one that you want to avoid because that's the spade.
Yeah.
Now, for those that need the payouts, it's 50 for a 1 or a 2 on either die, 100 for a 3 or 4 on either die, 150 for a 5 on either die, and a 6 on the white is worth 200. All right, so, of course, Nels, with each roll that you survive, you do have the option to stop and walk away with the cash you've accumulated up to that point, because if, of course, you roll a spade at any time during the game, you lose everything you've won except the cash you picked up in the main game. With all that being said, there is the dice table. We're going to go ahead and use both of the dice. They are moving around. You just say roll whenever you're ready, and good luck.
Roll those dice, Jose.
Here we go. Starting things off with a 3 and a 4 on each of the dice, so that's 100 each. You start things off with $200.
Go.
Doesn't even let me ask. He's going to go on. All right.
Go.
Second roll in. They are in my hand whenever you're ready.
Roll, Jose.
Okay. Still in the game. We have a 4 on the blue and a 2 on the white. Another $150 comes your way. That'll put you down $350, and you're gonna go again.
Yeah, roll.
All right, dice are in my hand once again.
Go.
Oh boy, got a little bit of a big one here. 2 on the white, 5 on the blue. That's another $200. So that's now going to put you up to $550 over halfway home. Stop or go?
Go.
Going on. All right. Dice are in my hands again.
Roll them.
Got a pair of deuces. Another $100 coming your way. That brings you up to $650.
Gotta keep going.
It is possible to win it on this one roll here.
I got to.
Let's see. Good luck.
Go.
A 3 and a 2. All right, so that's another $150. Putting you now to $800. You're $200 away from the jackpot.
I gotta go.
He's going all the way. All right, could win it
Come
here.
on. Roll them.
He's done it. $200 on the money. Congratulations, Nels, $30,000. Wow. How about that, Nels? Your second crack ever at the bonus dice, and it results in you picking up $30,000 more in cash.
Yeah.
So, let's go ahead and do some addition here. This is very simple, actually. So you picked up $30,000 for winning the bonus dice here. We add that to your previous winnings, and Nels, you have a new season total of $36,983 in cash. And with this, you have now skyrocketed to number 4 on the leaderboard. You have just surpassed Josh Rutan.
Good game.
How are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling great.
Man, you were gutsy all the way. Your mentality was no guts, no glory.
Yeah.
You went all in before and it paid off. And another all-in risk paid off big time here. So,
Yeah.
best part about this as well is you're just getting started.
Yeah.
We're going to be having you back here on our next episode as you look to retain this newly acclaimed title.
I'm going to keep it this time.
Well, we'll see what happens, but we'll hopefully see you then.
Thank you.
You will be there. We will all be there as well. But folks, that's going to wrap things up here for tonight's edition of Dealer's Choice. Of course, since the jackpot was just won, it's going to now reset to our base value of $25,000 for next time. But for now, we're done here for tonight's episode. Thank you all so much for watching and joining us here tonight. If you're new to Sleepy Time Studios, like, share, subscribe, all that fun jazz. Got lots of exciting game show content available on the channel for you guys to check out. And if you missed any of the previous episodes that led up to tonight, the playlist is available on the channel as well. But until next time when we see Nels back here as he looks to defend his reclaimed title, I'm your host, Jose Cazares. For all of us here at Sleepy Time Studios, this has been Dealer's Choice. We will see you next time for another episode. Good night, everybody.